Are we good? Are we live? Let me make sure, get everything set up and check everything. Okay, everything's good there. Let me refresh this. Make sure we're set. All right, I think we're good. Save this. Get out of here. Jose, what's up? Girl on fire. Hi. So people just coming in to the live show. Pretty good show today. Amazon FBA versus eBay versus merch. Which is better? So we're going to talk about that. And let's see who is here. Julio, what's up? Any updates on the El Paso vlog? Yeah, I'm actually editing that. I was actually doing that before this. So yeah, we'll be up soon. Jose, what's up? Acosta, what's up? LA Henna, hi, waving. There you go. And it looks like, man, we already have to ban people already. That was pretty quick. George, what's up? And Mike, looking for shoe tips. Cool. And let me see. Robert, what's up? And all right, so we're going to try to go like a little bit heavier in the Q&A today, especially with FBA, eBay merch. If you have any other questions, like regarding any of that stuff, I can answer any of them. I sell on all three platforms, and that's why I really wanted to get this live show, because I get a lot of emails, people asking me like, Glenn, should I try merch? Should I do FBA if I'm into this? Should I do eBay if I'm into this? So I really want to answer as many questions as possible. But we're going to show you, I'm going to talk about like the good and bad of both, or actually of all three of them. Let's see. Mike, what's up? Approved Nike seller on Amazon. Sold 4 pairs so far. Nice. Cosmic Thrifter, what's up? Caught a live show. Acosta, show the cleats in the background. Yeah, I probably could show some of those. Treasure Experts, what's up? On the road. Christy, hi. Zach, bought 14 pairs at Ross today. Nice. And Jam356, what's up, Glenn? And all right, so Costa showed the cleats in the background. I mean, I can only show so much. I mean, the tempos, you can see them there. Most of them, and these are all the stuff that, it's all the stuff that I got on the last Burlington video. So showing you these are already ready to go. And nothing really new that's in there. The Adidas you guys already saw, so no new, I guess, cleats in the background. Jose, I wanted to go to the meetup. Don't worry about it, it's totally cool. Let me see. I'm trying to get everything kind of set up there. We kind of figured though it was kind of like off, and I really didn't hear from a lot of people, so I kind of figured something was going on. Robert, what happened to your store? You only have 10 items? Yeah, so I'm actually going to Dallas on, man, where is it? Actually, San Antonio first and then Dallas, but I leave on Friday, so I got like 2 days. So I haven't added anything to the store. I literally have like 100 and I think 40 items to add to the store. And I'm just going to do that when I get back. I just figured it's going to be easier that way. So yeah, I haven't, I'm actually going to take down those 10 because I'm going to be out of town. So I don't like to do like the away message. I haven't really had like any good luck with that. So I just take everything off completely. How do you organize all of your shoes after you list them? So I know it looks a little messy right now, but I have this, and then I have a closet, and then I have them organized like per size, kind of like what I showed you guys on the YouTube video, where I have let me show it on here. Especially if it's the same one, then I'll have it like per size. So this one's a size 8. And I know they say like the shoes need to breathe and stuff like that, but I know that's not going to take too long to sell a lot of these newer releases. If they're older and they're used, then I don't have them like this. I have them in a different room breathing and not in the actual plastic. Let's see. We're organized mentally. It's funny. Sunny, what's up? How's it going over there? I know you're working out. I don't know what else. Vegas, hustling, and all that. Texas Gal Treasures. Hey, Margaret, what's up? And Nitro Wheel. I have 10% sell-through rate on my shirts. Could you review them and tell me where I'm going wrong? yeah, email me, hustlerhacks1@gmail.com, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. A lot of emails and everything, trying to get through everybody's messages. Shout out to Eagle Rocks 213, Gerald, on Instagram, sent me a Kobe jersey that I know everyone, I guess in the LA area, have been killing it out there. Burlington, apparently they have like a flood of Kobe jerseys. So if that's true, try to pick them up. But he sent me one. So thanks, Gerald. Appreciate it. Also, Kobe's birthday today. Random, I know. Sunny's doing good. All right. Help me with the reselling. Cool. All right. Yeah, vlog for sure. Just did a vlog. Margaret, thanks. $2. Thanks for all the amazing content. Appreciate it. That's from Margaret for the super chat. Thanks, Margaret. And Jason, what's up? And Nydia says what? Hi, Glenn. Me and Eric are watching you from Peter Piper. Nice. So they went to the El Paso meetup. You guys will see the El Paso meetup vlog. We went to the outlet. We found a couple of things. We went to the where did we go after that? We went to Goodwill after that on the west side, and then we went to go eat and hang out. So it was pretty cool. I'll show that the El Paso meetup coming up soon. Texas Scout Treasures hit the Dollar Tree. That's hilarious. So let's see. Any? I think someone asked what? Any? Mike. Any new releases are at Ross? Kaepernick jerseys are still going strong. I've still seen quite a bit out there. I thought they were going to be done like the last time we talked about them. They've been out there. New releases. I'll show you guys this before Ross finds of the week. It's not the main find, but something to look out for. The Vapor Untouchable 2 cleats. Let me go get them. Where are they? Probably heard a whole bunch of stuff over there. But yeah, they're $20. And I found orange. These are actually kind of big. These are size, what, 12? Yeah, size 12 and a half, orange. And a lot of low ballers right now that are getting the, I don't know, they're selling for like 59. Some people are going for like 69. For sure, they're worth way more than that. And once you get those low ballers out of the way, you should definitely sell these 89, 99. Some as high as like 110. Some have already sold for 90. So that's why it doesn't make sense for some of the people that are selling them for like $50 right now and are going to make, you know, $18 on these. So look out for those. I think there's different colors out there. People have been finding blue, green, and now the orange. So throwing that one out there, it looks like Ross is starting to get more of these. And usually we find these at Marshall's, but Ross is getting quite a bit of them. Found 5 Kaepernick jerseys last week for $5, sold each for $40 this past week. So there we go, 5 of them at $40. That's crazy. I have 8 of them sitting in the other room that I haven't listed yet. So when I get back from Dallas, hopefully he's not on a new team yet, so I can still sell those. Because I know they're still selling good at $40 and $50. So Kaepernick jerseys, still pick those up, $4.99. Let me see. How are you doing on merch? So in merch, I actually have I'll start listing. I know I can't list until I come back from out of town. So I'll be back next Wednesday from Dallas. Which also next Wednesday we're probably not gonna have a live show because I'm gonna be out of town. But that's for another discussion. Eric, what's up? Joe and Mike, let me answer these questions. Let me go back. Christine, how I'm doing on merch. My last payout, I think, was for July. So that one should come through. It was about like $3,300. I was only able to upload like 120 shirts this last month because I've been going out of town and now I'm going again. So yeah, it's just been kind of crazy. A little bit tougher for merch during the last month and a half or so. Let me see. Do you sell new with box on Amazon or without box on eBay? So with eBay, it's going to be without box or with box, either one, but they don't have a problem with it. With Amazon, I always go brand new with the original box, so I don't have any problems with any buyers. Do you have any videos on shipping high heels? Just started with shoes. Got a few good. Kate Spade, New York. I don't have anything with high heels, but I'm pretty sure they're going to fit in that same USPS shoebox. I don't really recommend it because they're kind of more high end, but if they're kind of smaller, you can probably ship in that padded envelope, which I ship all the grade school shoes in that, and no problems yet. Didn't know the Kaepernick jerseys went that hard. Yeah, they're selling 40 to 50 bucks right now. Robert sold 11 Kaepernick jerseys at $50 each. So yeah, they're still going pretty good, pretty solid. Chris, are you selling everything behind you? This row has been listed, and then not all of this has been listed yet. But it's getting there. It will happen. The pictures have already been taken. I'm just waiting to come back from out of town. I guess another thing to look out for. Let me just throw this out there. If you're at Burlington, take a look at all of the salute to service gear. I know we talked about like the hoodies, right? We talked about the hoodies, how well they're doing. Some of the t-shirts, but the caps are doing really, really good. Cowboys, Raiders. What was another good team that was selling pretty good? Seahawks. They're all selling for about 50 bucks, and they're $9.99 at Burlington. Of course, Cowboys because of my area, but if you're in the area for Raiders and Seahawks, and I think, man, that was another team too that was selling pretty good. Salute to Service always does good. Jerseys, shirts, hoodies. I sold the Texans hoodie, and of course the hats. Let's see. I've never heard. Oh, Lucy. Hey, Glenn. Lucy from Florida. Nice. Christy. I've never heard of Ross before until I found your channel. We do not have any Ross stores where I am. Where are you located, Christy? Let us know. Because some states don't have, and of course cities don't have Ross. And those are pretty much the people that I think that are buying a lot of these items because they can't find them for cheap. What's the link to your eBay store? I don't know if I have the link straight up, but I can give you my name, at least if you want to search it. I know I don't have a lot of items right now since I'm leaving town, but at least you can check my completed listings if you wanted to see them. And do you bother with buying shoe boxes to sell your shoes on eBay? No. Just get them free USPS shoe box. That's what it's called. They'll send you 10 at a time or 25 at a time. They're free. You get the lowest shipping possible. If it's in Texas, it's been as low as like $6 for me to ship some of these high-end cleats priority. It's been as what, $6, $8, $12. I think the highest it's ever been for like a size 17 heavy shoe was like $14, and that was like to New York. So that will definitely help you. USPS shoebox, they're free. And Snook Gonzalez sold a black Kaepernick jersey for $100. Was it the limited $150 jersey? Because I haven't seen the black one. I've only seen the red one and the game, which is the screen printed white one. I'm in Chicago. We have lots of Ross and Marshalls in Burlington. Saw your vids now. I'm going to start going there. Nice. Let us know what you find. Joe and Christy, you're in Michigan. So kind of crazy. Yeah, I think they said some states up north, some cities too that just don't have Ross. Do you have Burlington and Marshalls? Let us know. Mike, I appreciate it. $5 in the super chat. Learned a ton from your channel. Appreciate that, Mike. Big time. Everybody that donates, in the live chat or sends me jerseys, Kobe jersey, and people that send me things to look out for at Ross and Burlington, on Instagram. I appreciate that too. It's like I'll show you guys what I can find and things in my area, and then they send me whatever they can find. So I think that's really, really cool. Go back and forth to find stuff to resell. So thanks, appreciate it, Mike and Texas Gal Treasures and Eagle Rocks 213. Sorry for sending me the jersey. Let's see, I have Burlington near me hitting tomorrow. Nice from Mike. It was 150 jersey, found 2. So yeah, it was a limited jersey. Christy, do you sell the hats and jerseys on Amazon, or because they are name brand, are they gated? Yeah, jerseys and hats are both a little bit tougher. They should be gated. For sure, jerseys are out of the question for Amazon FBA. So jerseys, eBay. Hats, I have sold on FBA before, but I think I sold a couple of fitted hats, and they'll take a little bit longer to sell. It seems like a lot, more people are searching on eBay for the fitted hats and caps. So I would probably just go straight on eBay for both. Yes, on Burlington and Marshalls. Okay, that's cool. At least you do have those two stores. I know you don't have a Ross, but at least the other two stores you can definitely make money off of. Adam, I keep finding high-end football boots at Burlington. Which ones did you find? Adam, let me know. And Gilbert, what store do you shop the most? And that's going to be Ross, just because I have so many of them in my area. Not a lot, but I have 7 of them that I could easily drive to and not have to drive all over town. So I usually go to Ross. All right, let's get into the show, talking about FBA, eBay, and merch. Remember, you can ask me anything in the live chat. I'm going to answer them as I go along. If you have questions on FBA, especially, because not a lot of people have been very familiar with FBA. So right off the bat, all 3 of these, you shouldn't do any of these if you plan on not doing much work. If you're a little bit lazy, you procrastinate a lot as far as like, what are you, I'll do it tomorrow, none of that stuff. Hold on, let me ban more people before I continue. And where am I? Okay. Are we set? Okay, we're good. Okay, so you shouldn't be doing any of these. If you're a little bit lazy, if you procrastinate, do stuff tomorrow, you aren't actually going to do any of the work. And if you don't plan on taking risks, don't do any of these 3. If you want to make money instantly within seconds, don't do any of these 3. And if you want passive income that makes money while you do nothing, chilling on the beach, drinking beer, or whatever you want to do, none of these 3 are for you. A lot of them I've worked hard at to really get them where I want them. And even then, like, I'm constantly improving, but I had to really like take them one at a time, get them where I want them, and then I'd move on to another one. With these platforms, it's really, really difficult to just tackle one of them. I mean, all 3 of them at the same time. I would definitely not do that. All right, so the first one, Amazon FBA. So I'm going to explain what a little bit what each of them are first, and then we'll kind of break them down even more. So Amazon FBA, you're going to send products to Amazon's warehouse. Once that item sells, Amazon sends it to the customer that paid. You can send in multiple items into one box through UPS, and you get a discounted rate. So in this case, my example for Amazon FBA, I might be selling this hat, and let's say these Nike straight jackets there, brand new with the box, right? I could send in a bunch of these things all in one box to Amazon, and I just have to put my own little barcode on there. They scan everything in, and once it goes in, once I put everything in a huge box that it tells me which way to put them in, UPS might cost me like $5, $8 to send in a bunch of products. So you're not wasting a lot of money on shipping. Send them all in. Once they do sell, Amazon ships it out to the customer. That's it. You're done. Some people call it semi-passive income because you only have to deal with it once. You ship it off. You can keep track of it as far as how much you should be charging, lowering the cost, hiring the cost, or how much your products sell for. But other than that, there's no products in your house after that. After you ship it away, you're done. eBay, you can sell pretty much, buy or sell anything. You must take the photos. You must list. Once that item sells, you must ship it to the customer. If customer has an issue, they're going to contact you, and you're going to have to deal with it some way, somehow. eBay is totally different. And merch by Amazon, way different than the other 2. You're going to create t-shirt designs, let's say like this, right? Create a t-shirt design. You're going to upload that design onto Amazon. And then once that design sells, Amazon's going to print it onto the t-shirt. They're going to ship it out to the customer. You get a royalty and you're done. No fees, no inventory, no shipping out items. All you do is create designs. So that's all three of them in a nutshell. What they are, what they do, what they mean. Let me answer the questions before we go into each of them, because it looks like we have some questions on all of them. Let's see. The Spider t-shirts and shorts sell well on eBay. Spider, yes, it's a great brand to sell. Is there a disadvantage in getting shoes without the box? Some people prefer it with the box, but on eBay, you might have to lower the price a little bit compared to people that have it brand new with the box. But overall, you're probably getting them really, really cheap at Ross or Burlington. So you don't have a huge disadvantage there. Actually, you probably have higher ROI. Let me see. Jeff, I found some Nike Train Speed UNC Tar Heels today at Ross for $40. Looks like selling for $70 and $80. Do you price on the high end or wait? I price in the middle range. Don't go super high to where it's going to be high, harder to move the product. Don't go super low or you're lowballing everybody. Try to go mid-range. You said it's selling between 70 and 80. Go between 70 and 80. Don't go super high. Don't go super low. So you can make sure you're competitive in the price and you're not ruining everybody else's price to where they can't make anything either. And then you're kind of messed up on that. Let me see. I wonder, some Rosses have way more cleats than others. Yeah, they kind of, I think it just also depends on the store and what's in demand. If they really see that like high-end purses are selling well, that store will get more and more high-end purses. I've also noticed that if your area is also getting, like if people are often stealing like cleats or purses or certain type of items, you more than likely won't get that item anymore. So that doesn't help. Let me make sure I didn't freeze. Looks like I froze, but I'm back. So you might not get those items. If I added up all the Burlington, Ross, and Marshalls within 30 miles from me, I have like 12, not to mention our outlet malls, Nike and Under Armour. Yeah, you're all set. You have all the stores there for the taking. You're ready. Nike Vapor 10 and Hypervenom finishes, about $200 retail. Yeah, for sure, you can definitely flip those. Breakdown t-shirt design and how to get started selling on Amazon. So with Merch by Amazon, you're going to have to sign up, merch.amazon.com. Let me type it in here. And it does take a while to get in. It's not going to be easy. Some people have waited 2 months, 3 months. Some people have waited as far as a year. My friend Derek waited a year to get in, but it's absolutely free. I would just sign up as soon as possible. Then we'll get into that with the merch talk, but at least then we'll break that down totally. Seems like everyone stays away from FBA. And Christy says, I'm an FBA seller, eBay seller, and Merch by Amazon seller. Your content is very relatable and helpful for me. So thanks, Christy. Appreciate that. And glad we can kind of, relate on that on all three platforms since we're selling on all three of them. So hard to get started on FBA. It seems like I'm gated for everything. And then Mr. Javapino says, what's up, Glenn? Hello to everyone. How often do you go out to your local Ross? I try to go at least 3 to 5 times a week. Do you know when they get new stuff in? I don't, but every city is different. I try to go, like I said, during the week is always good. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I try to go as often as possible. Weekends are jam-packed, so I try to ignore weekends totally. During the week is really, really good. What does each cost, as in like the store, FBA merch, monthly charges? So eBay, obviously you're going to get your fees, 10% from eBay, 3% from PayPal. Amazon FBA, they're going to charge you $1 per product that sells, or you can go to a professional account that's going to be $40 per month, plus you pay the fees. Merch by Amazon, $0 to join, 0 monthly fees, 0 inventory. All you do is collect royalties every time your design sells. Christy, yeah, Merch by Amazon took 7.5 months to get accepted. It does take a while to get in. I know it sounds too good to be true, Merch by Amazon. All you need to do is get in. That's like half the battle right there. On FBA, do you have to write a description about the product like on eBay? No, you don't. So that also saves you some time. And Rudy found some Nike baseball gloves going from eBay for 120 at Ross and 80 bucks. Should I wait it out? I would list as soon as possible. You never know who's looking at your listings or who's browsing stuff on eBay. List as soon as you possibly can. I wouldn't wait on anybody. Let's see, Jermaine, why don't you source at Nike Factory that much? So I only have one Nike Factory store. I try to go as much as I can. Actually, at the El Paso meetup, we did meet up at the Nike outlet store. So you are gonna see that, and I have something big coming up with the channel. Has something to do with the Nike Factory store. You're gonna see more of that too in the channel. Joe, if you go on the weekends, go when the store opens. People sleep in and are lazy weekend mornings for the most part. Yes, definitely agree. If you're gonna go to Ross, go in the morning on the weekends. If you must go in the weekend, go in the morning. Tanya, what's up? Thrifty Treasures and Young Retro Aficionado, who's my podcast homie. Young can answer any questions with merch by Amazon. And let me see. And Christy, yes, a lot. Laugh out loud. All right, so let's break these down. Merch. Let's start off with Amazon FBA. So I saw some of those questions coming in. So Amazon FBA for sure is for you if you plan on, traveling. The good thing about it is that you can travel and sell on the road. So Resell Rabbit, if you're into his YouTube channel, he used to do this a lot. He'd go to thrift stores, he'd go to retail stores, find stuff, scan them all in while he's there, and then he had a printer, on the road. He had boxes he'd buy from Walmart, and then you would just ship everything, go to UPS, ship everything off, drop it there, and you're done. Like, you don't have to, you can travel and do this because you don't have inventory in the back like I do for eBay. You just ship it off once. So that might be for you if you're into FBA. If you're into FBA and you're into like wholesale, you have the connections to get, great deals on wholesale items. If you can get, what's a good example on this? I don't have anything here near me that's a good example, but if you can get something at wholesale, selling very well in FBA on Amazon, then obviously you can do very, very well with that kind of stuff. If you're into like books, toys, and video games, you enjoy going to like Target and Walmart and scanning these items, then that could also be for you, because you can't sell everything right off the bat on Amazon FBA. They'll probably let you sell toys, especially right now before Q4 starts, books, used books, not new, some video games, not all. There's a lot of restrictions that go into Amazon FBA. So, but if you enjoy just going to like Target, Walmart, remember you have a lot of competition that comes with that because a lot of people have the same stores in your area, but it's kind of very repetitive. Like, I remember me and Jameson, if you're familiar with him in the green room, we used to go to like Target and Walmart and all that. You kind of already know what items sell, but you would go and scan and scan and scan. So there's not really of like that thrill of the hunt that you get with like garage sales and Ross finds, because you're like, man, what am I going to find today? It's not like that. Target, Walmart have the same items pretty much, in the same cities. Sometimes they'll have like random clearance items or items that stayed on the rack for way too long, and those end up selling for you on Amazon. But there's nothing really like super pumped to get excited about where you're going to find random cool things. So Amazon FBA is not for you if you plan on selling shoes and clothing. It's very hard to get around those restrictions. So if you do sell a lot of cleats, clothing, shoes, like you have been, and you've been thinking about getting into FBA, don't even worry about it. Don't even try to get in. It's gated. It's tough to get those restrictions off of you. You have to have been selling for a while. And then you have to get like receipts and probably some other stuff from the manufacturer. Some people like me or Reezy Resells that have gotten in and we're in Nike, it's because we were grandfathered in. We were selling it years ago when it was a lot easier to get in. So if you're into clothing, I wouldn't even be thinking about FBA. I would focus on eBay. If you don't have a lot of money to spend, Amazon FBA is also not for you. You have to have high capital to spend money and keep flipping that money, reinvesting money, especially during Q4. So I think like 2 years ago in toys alone, I think I sold like 23,000 for the month of December. And I was trying to balance that with YouTube and working, and I was able to do that, but a lot of that money was just going like straight back into more toys and then into more toys until the very end. I could really see how much I profited, but you have to have a lot of capital to keep on spending money with FBA. It's all about quantity rather than quality finds. So like this is a quality find for eBay. I can sell this for $100 to $120. But for FBA, I need to find a lot more product and keep turning products over and over and over again. And last but not least, Amazon FBA is not for you if you're scared of Amazon's rules and also their high fees. They have a lot of rules that go with FBA. They want you to make sure that things are polybagged correctly, things have the right labels, things aren't dirty and messed up. And if you don't follow the rules, obviously you're going to get kicked off. People are really, really scared with the rules and restrictions. Resell Rabbit got kicked off, then he got his account back. So it's been kind of like a back and forth battle that some people just don't want to deal with, and they trust eBay more. You know, why go through all of this stuff if I can just trust eBay? And, you know, unless I do something really, really wrong with eBay, you're not going to get kicked off. So there's a lot less to worry about on that part with the platform wise. For that. So that's just breaking down FBA, going deeper in there and seeing if it's for you or not. If you have any questions FBA wise, let me know in the live chat. Sunny's still been a month, still waiting on merch, but I am working on designs until I get the green light. There you go. That's at least you're working on designs for right now. And then with Q4 starting up, I would start on some Halloween designs already. Steve, I made $80 off the Adidas Pure Control soccer cleats from Burlington. Nice. Where do I send your cut? No need to send me anything. I'm just trying to help everybody out in different ways that I can. And to go back onto that, I get like some funny random comments and emails and haters and random stuff. And people are like, I think the funniest one is, I mean, I get it once in a while, but it's like, Glenn, why are you telling everybody your secrets and what you do, telling everybody things that they can look out for, or go to Burlington. Now I can't go to Burlington because everybody goes there. To me, that's just a bunch of whining. Like, if you can't deal with it, then you shouldn't be in the reselling game. I'm helping out people because, like I said before, I was in the student loans deep with debt. I couldn't get out of it. I know a lot of other people are trying to find their way out of college loans, out of their job that they hate, and they want to try to find, you know, different ways to make money. So that's what I'm doing to help those people, because I was there, I was stuck, I hated the job, and I had student loans to pay. This got me through that. I kept doing it. I loved it. And that's how I'm giving back to other people. So I think that's funny. And if you really want to complain about not being able to find stuff because everybody's into the same stuff, then go do something else and don't resell. Because if you're going to be crying about stuff, it's totally not for you. And competition is going to be everywhere, whether you're at a job, whether you're selling on eBay or FBA or merch or YouTube. Competition is everywhere. So get used to it and you can line up with everybody else. Kenneth, what's up? Hustle B is here. Ask Kenneth anything for eBay wise. Casey, it's the Gary V way. Yes, the free way. Chris, have you tried selling on Bonanza? I haven't. I've signed up for it and then I just never got around to it. I guess also because eBay and merch, everything else is doing very well right now. I think if one of them went down, let's say like FBA, then maybe I would look into selling on something else like OfferUp, Bonanza, Etsy. Then maybe I'll get into something else. Joe, laugh out loud secrets. There's so much stuff to resell. No way a handful of people can supple the 200 million people alone shopping on eBay. I know that's kind of crazy too, and that's what I love so much. I think about like the Ross finds and Burlington, Marshall's finds, is that like I can find this, or I found one, right, one in my area. Some people have found, 5 of these, 6 of these. Not every area is the same, and it's almost like thrifting, because thrifting, it's like thrill of the hunt. What can I find? Hey, cool, I found this expensive dress or shirt or jersey. Not everybody's also going to find that item. And then the same thing for Burlington, Ross, and Marshalls and all this. You're not going to find the same item in every single area. It's just not going to happen. They get random shipments to different stores, and it's cool to see what people find, because some people find totally different stuff that I've never seen before at Ross or Marshalls or Burlington. Morning Star, please talk a little or a lot about how you market or drive traffic to your merch products. All right, cool. We can talk about merch. Green Granny Resell, what's up? Do you have a couple of category recommendations for Q4? Sourcing new items to sell on eBay, toys. Yeah, we can talk about that too. Kenneth, what are those yellow cleats behind you? All of these? You already know what those are. Here you go. The hypervenoms that aren't selling very well, we know. And I'm not selling very well, but selling for like 40 to 50, even though they're $20. So yeah, some money to be made, I know. But Kenneth already knows that. And okay, so let me go. Yeah, we're going to talk about merch. I'll talk about driving the traffic. So driving traffic to merch, you can do it with the AMS ads, Amazon Marketing Services. I've done it. It somewhat has helped. But honestly, a lot of the traffic just comes organically. Even though there's a lot of people selling right now on merch, if your design is good and it sticks out, people will buy your shirt. Big, bold, clean design. And what I tell people the most is that if someone's searching on Amazon, you don't want them to have to like zoom in and look to see like, what does that shirt say? What does that shirt mean? They should be able to scroll and see it on the thumbnail. Oh, I like that design right off the bat. They click on it, then of course they can see it bigger, but they shouldn't even have to go through all those extra steps. They'd be able to see it just from scrolling, that they like what they see in the design wise, and they like the price, of course. You're competitive with price and design and keywords. I guarantee you, you will make sales. Soccer leads do well on OfferUp plus no shipping or fees. That's very true on Jam 356. As long as you live in a good area and people are willing to pay you for them, yeah, definitely. Okay, so eBay, which obviously I think all of us know a little bit more about. And yeah, see, eBay is the most trusted platform, I feel. And I would like to ask, what's better, find a niche that people love or a niche that is based on my interest? Thank you. I would go for a niche that people love. You're not the customer. So I tell people this all the time too. So you're not going to know what sells until you get it out there, but you don't want to go whatever you like. And people do this quite often. Someone emailed me like, Glenn, I love this design and it's totally cool. I would buy it. But just because you buy it doesn't mean anybody else would buy it. So you won't know until you get it out there. And Gary Vee says the market is the market is the market, because it's totally up to whatever they choose and not you. So I would go with find a niche that people love and not just what you find interest in. Josh, what's up? Good to see you here. And let me see. How often do you go to Ross, Burlington, Marshalls, and come away with no fines? That's a pretty good question. The other day, I think it's happened quite often. I think out of the 7 stores that I went to on Tuesday, I think there was like 4 stores that I left with nothing. 3 of them I left with stuff. So, but it's also just random timing, the day, all those things come into factor. Rose. All right, nice. Thanks. All right, eBay. So eBay, like we said, you can buy and sell almost anything. You must take the photos and list and ship the items. So eBay is for you if you need money this month. You need to get into something to start making money within the next, I would say, week or two. I think you could definitely do that for eBay. Amazon FBA, you're gonna have to wait until you ship something. You also are probably gonna be gated on something. It's gonna take a little bit longer. Merch, you still have to wait to get into the actual platform. eBay, you can start selling. Um, you know, you're kind of limited, of course, but you can start selling once you get your account going. This is also eBay is also for you if you have knowledge in a certain niche and you want to start selling in that niche. In our niche, of course, it's like those cleats and shoes and basketball shoes and football cleats. That's kind of like our niche, and my niche is like jerseys. So I just started off with the stuff that I knew. If your niche is video games, start off with video games and figure out how you can get more of them. Is it through garage sales? Do you know what things are worth? So when you do try to, get the price down on something, you know exactly how much it's going for. You have knowledge in a certain games and systems, then it helps you. Women's clothing, if you're familiar with brands, then focus on that niche and those brands. So when you go to thrift stores and garage sales, you already have some knowledge in those niches. And eBay is for you if you're all about the thrill of the hunt. Discount stores, Ross, Marshalls, Burlington, garage sales, swap meets, hassling and dealing with people on Craigslist, trying to get a better deal on that. OfferUp, you see something on OfferUp, you want to buy it from somebody to flip it on eBay. You're all about finding those things, thrill of the hunt, then eBay is definitely for you. It's not going to be for you for FBA because you can find something brand new from somebody. And if eBay for if Amazon for some reason thinks that your item may be fake, and now you're going to have to provide proof of purchase that you got it from a legit seller, then finding stuff from a thrift store and Craigslist is not going to help you in that case, because now you have no proof that you actually bought it from some legit manufacturer or seller. So that doesn't help you in that case for FBA. So eBay may not be for you if you have no room for inventory. Ask Ken how his room and office looks like for inventory of all of his shoes. You have to have the room for it. If you don't have the room, yeah, you're going to be stuck. If you hate taking photos and listing things and shipping things, and eBay is a lot more work compared to FBA. FBA only, unless there's like no listing for it, you're not going to have to take pictures of items. You're not going to have to put a listing on, hey, this thing is torn, this thing is used, this thing is marked up. You're not going to have to worry about any of that stuff. So FBA is a little bit easier in that case, but eBay, if you're one of those people that just get tired of taking photos and listing and shipping things daily, and it's really repetitive for you, that's work. Sorry to tell you, but maybe eBay isn't for you, then maybe FBA is. And last but not least, eBay, it's not for you if you are a hoarder that must keep everything. You know how often this happens to where, like, I find something and then the wife's like, oh, but that's such a good deal, we should keep it. I'm like, no, we need to sell this. Just make the money off of it and continue on our day. Of course, once you find a deal, you're like, oh man, should I keep this or not? I like this. Don't get high in your own supply. You're gonna have so much stuff everywhere that you're not even selling. The cool thing about this stuff, I know it's kind of a lot behind me, but at least the pictures I've already taken, it's in the process of being listed, and it's going to be listed, and I don't care for any of them. If they sell, then they're good. Then, we're fine. I don't have to keep all this stuff around. My goal is to make money. Girl on fire, laugh out loud. Josh laughing. Glenn, Kobe hoarder. I know. Now jerseys are being sent to me, so that's true. Lego, how's it going? What's up? So yeah, if you're a hoarder or even a mini hoarder like my wife is, then you're going to have a problem with eBay stuff, and you're going to find great deals and you're gonna want to keep everything. So don't do that. All right. Merch by Amazon. Oh, sorry, Sam had a question. Do you organize your eBay listings, inventory, and receipts? Yeah, I have my receipts. I did buy one of those like accordion things. I could put the receipts in there, but I write down everything. The day that I found them, what store did I find them at, and how much I spent. And then eventually it translates that into my spreadsheet when it actually does sell, so I can keep track of my fees and my profits actually look like. So I keep track of all that stuff, especially for tax time. I'm gonna have to know everything. So yeah, I keep track of all that stuff. Let's see. I would have 100 pairs of shoes if I could keep them. Hard to squeeze size 13 in all small shoes, right? Yeah, it happens all the time too. There's even some shoes that I'm like questionable on. I'm like, should I keep these? And I'm like, why am I even thinking about keeping them? Sell them. The money's there. Green Granite Resell. Don't get high in your own supply. I want that on a shirt. There we go. That's a merch shirt. Ready to go. And let's see. Glenn, how much do I have to throw at you to get merch to pull in 500 to 1K a month? Name a price. That's kind of tough. It'd probably have to be maybe like a mixture of design and coaching, I guess. Probably say I don't have a price for that. I think the biggest thing for me is time. Like I have to find the time to sit and coach with people, and I do feel bad because I do have people in line that have been waiting for coaching opportunities and or coaching from me. And even though the price isn't cheap because it is taking quite a bit of my time, I do need to get back into that. But I will do that soon. But Spider, we'll talk through email. And Sunny, let's see, found a what jacket, $7 listed for what? $3,000. Let me know about that. We got to see that. We got to see the listing. When should you start keeping and recording receipts? That's a good question. For that stuff, I would keep it even from the very well. Actually, in the very beginning, I did make the mistake. Even when PayPal did send me the 1099, I did make the mistake of not keeping track of receipts. Like I'm just bad. I just like I don't want to keep all this stuff. The good thing is that I did write them down, so at least I did have them organized. Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, he writes every single thing down. Garage sales, he writes it down to even the house that he bought it from, even the house address and how much he spent. That's how much he keeps track of everything. But that's because of tax purposes. He wants to be safe, but he does more garage sales more than anything else. But I would keep the receipts from the very beginning. If you didn't keep it for the first like year or two, I wouldn't be totally worried about it, but I would at least keep track of how much you spent and have that onto your your spreadsheet and just keep track of that stuff. Do you make copies of thermal receipts due to fading? You can. I think there is like an app out there that I know someone was using that just scans all of the receipts as soon as they get it and just keeps track of them all in one folder. So you might want to look into that. That's easier for you. Keep track of them, scan them, and then you can just do away with them as long as you have them on file. Let me see. People look at me like a car salesman when I tell them about Amazon merch. Like I think I'm trying to swindle them or something. That's hilarious. Yeah, the same thing for me. Merch by Amazon, a lot of people are they just think it's like too good to be true. Merch by Amazon is the present and future of Amazon selling. If you haven't gotten into it, like I said, sign up now. I'm not going to say it's easy because nothing is easy. FBA, eBay, and merch, none of them are easy. But with merch, it doesn't cost you anything to get in. You're not paying fees and you don't have any inventory. So it's probably, as far as the least stressful on you when you're selling products, I would say that. Girl on Fire, I listed a Ross find Puma soccer jersey. Disappointed that it didn't sell. Any thoughts? Keep relisting. When did you sell? When did you list it? I would say that. And how much Are you competitive with everybody else on eBay? Are you super high priced or super low? Did you undercut them? How are your pictures? Did you have at least 8 to 12 pictures on your listing? And yeah, I totally agree with Sunny. If you haven't tried selling locally, Facebook groups, offer up, let go, things like that, you might find a local buyer to get rid of the jersey. But I'd probably just try to make your listing better than some of the other competition out there, and try to do that. Kenneth, what? The only easy thing is pooping. All right, thanks. Sunny says, "Laugh out loud, Kenneth." Thanks, Ken. We needed that. That's the that's the one tip you can take away from this whole video. And Girl on Fire says, "Thanks." Okay, so merch. Merch by Amazon is for you. If you do love graphic design, or if you do have a background in the programs, if you already know how to use Photoshop or Illustrator, this helps you because you already have that. You can already kind of design something. Even if you're not a graphic designer, at least you know how to use these programs that helps you so that you can get started with something, even if it's like simple text-based designs. At least you can get something out there without having to pay for anybody or go through different types of training, none of that. If you have a graphic design background, you went to school for it, then there's no reason why you shouldn't be on Merch by Amazon right now. I have a lot of friends that I graduated with from college that probably have no clue Merch by Amazon exists, and they graduated and they know everything about graphic design. But then again, if you want to complain about money, you're not going out there to find and research how to make money on things. That's totally on you. But for me to go to other people and be like, hey, do this, hey, do that. I mean, I can't push anybody. If you want to make money, cool. The opportunities are 100% there. And Sunny, did Glenn do your graphics? No, Sunny does his own stuff. Sunny's cool. He does great work. I really like a lot of the cartoon stuff that he does. Jeff, what's up? Good to see you, Jeff. A little late, but don't worry about it. You can jump right in. Good to see you, Jeff. We're gonna have to talk soon. It was cool hanging out. Gabe, I learned Illustrator and Photoshop in high school, but forgot how to do some things. Yeah, I learned a little bit from high school too. And then I had to kind of refresh, of course, in college. And Eddie, is it worth selling something on eBay with a high retail price, even though there is no listings? Yeah, definitely. If there's no listings, if there's no competition, I think you can come out with the highest price possible. So that definitely helps you. Merch by Amazon. If you're a great manager and you learn how to outsource and you're taking risks and you like doing that and building your account, then Merch by Amazon is for you, because there's people out there that have zero graphic design background. RJ Martinez, he's out there. You can look him up on YouTube. He has 2 designers that work under him. I think he also wants to get somebody else to I guess list for him too. I think he's just pretty much coming up with the ideas and doing the research behind it. So if you can manage people, hire people, build that up, then merch is definitely for you, because now you can just get the people on your team that you don't have the experience in. You don't have the experience designing or listing, or maybe you're not that creative, then you can hire people that can do that for you. And also, merch is for you if you love having zero inventory and spending zero money on inventory, which is also the too good to be true type of stuff. But yes, I don't have any merch inventory and I don't spend any money on that. So that's a cool thing about having the background though in graphic design, is that it's 100% profit for me. I don't have anybody working under me for Merch by Amazon. And it's really, really cool coming up with my own designs and doing that. So Merch by Amazon is not for you if you want to make big money immediately. Of course, it's going to take you a while to build up. First off, you just have to get accepted. That could take 3 to 7 months to really see some really good payouts. This is like in the first couple of months when I joined Merch by Amazon. It took me about 4 months to see like $100 payout. So you're not gonna see immediate results. It's gonna take time to build up. It's not like eBay, like our buddy Ken here that started selling this year and already started making big bucks on eBay. This is totally different. Merch is not for you if you're scared of violations, trademark issues, and getting kicked off, and copyright issues, because they're really heavy on that. They want to make sure nobody's, going over the line, making Kobe shirts, making Miami Dolphin shirts, making Messi and Ronaldo soccer shirts. They're very picky with that stuff. Amazon doesn't want to have to deal with lawsuits. And if you're scared on trademark issues, copyright issues, then merch is not for you. And last but not least, merch is also not for you if you are not willing to learn something totally new that's totally different from reselling. Yes, you are selling products, but not physical products, like the way you would be for FBA and eBay. This is totally different. This is almost like digital products, because you don't even see the end product until it's actually made and Amazon makes your design onto an actual shirt. So it is totally different, and it is a totally different learning curve than all the other platforms, reselling physical items. So it is different. But if you want to learn something new and you almost kind of have to push stuff aside to kind of learn it, then yeah, I mean, it's a totally different game. So there we go, Jeff, for sure. Heck of a cleat haul, man. Thanks, appreciate it. That was on Monday's 24 pair Burlington cleat haul. I prefer Illustrator. Plenty of YouTube videos. That's from Sunny. Mr. Javapino, we'll see ya. Thanks for the video. Morningstar, any comments on Facebook ads and audience targeting? Facebook ads, even some of the big timers that I have talked to, they haven't really seen a lot of results for merch when it comes to the Facebook ads, but they have seen turnout with, I guess, like a Instagram type of audience, getting influencers to maybe wear your shirt, promote it. That has done well. Also, people have paid other like YouTubers to wear their shirts, and that has also done pretty good. So I would probably look outside of the box from the ads. They just haven't seen that really good, I guess, of a turnout from Facebook ads, but contacting influencers, especially underpriced influencers that are like 5,000, 2,000 followers, small niche related ones, I think you can do good for t-shirts with that. All right, and we're like 2 minutes away from 1 full hour, but if you have any questions, send them in the chat right now. We broke down all 3 of them. Which one do you choose? Obviously, Ken, the Hustle Bee, is with eBay. Sunny is mixing it up in there with different platforms. And let me see who else that we kind of talked to a little bit that was here. Rose asked about merch. Let me go back up a little bit. Christy was also doing all 3 of them. So some people like to do a little mix. How much do you charge for 10 designs? Email me. I have package deals that I could send you something. That's from Sean. Email me. I'll put my email on there. And anybody else can email me if they have any questions or anything for design stuff. Casey, eBay for a while, but merch also now. So Casey's mixing up with those 2. Jam, do you have any techniques for liquidating items that have been listed on eBay for a while? Depends for a while. If it's been 2 or 3 months, I would still make, at least like 25% ROI on it, maybe 20% if it's been a while. Your only technique at the very, very end is just the lowest price possible to where you're getting your money back. And obviously you're just beating everybody at that point, but you're just getting your money and you're pretty much just moving on at that point. Let me go back up. Gabriel, I was going to ask you, if somebody came into Burlington looking for cleats and saw you with a cart full of them and they asked you to spare a pair, would you do it? That's a good question. It's happened before, and the answer is yes. I did spare a pair if they really, really needed it. Let me see I guess if they really, really wanted it or they needed it, I mean, I know I'm gonna make the money regardless on it. So I'm not gonna be one of those dudes that like, no, gimme, gimme, gimme. I must make all the money possible. It doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna make money regardless. And that's pretty much how I go into everything, is that I know I'm gonna make the money. So I don't have anything to fight over anybody against or anything like that. And let me see here. Okay, Joe, man, where am I? Okay. Man, a lot of people coming in here to get blocked. Joe currently just on eBay, 340 items and about 600 more to take pics and post. Nice. Work full time and on Saturdays I hit salvation 69. So there you go. And that's the way I was. I was working full time, lunch break, weekends, anything I can do to find products, sourcing, listing, all of that stuff. Lucy, soon is always a good answer. Hear it from the husband all the time. Morning Star, thank you, brother. I'm an EP. Look forward to meeting you. Well, yeah, for sure. Sounds good. Let me know. We can meet up. How competitive do you price your Nikes for FBA? That's a good question. That one I'm pretty much matching I'm not going to say lowest price because I've seen some dirt cheap ones, but I'm listing what the price actually should be. I'll try to go. The weird thing with FBA is like, man, the money is there, period, when it comes to shoes. Unless you're buying like low, I don't know, like Nike SBs or low Converse that you can get at Kohl's. That's not really the case, but if you're finding like what did I sell recently? Like Mercurials, brand new with the box that I got from the outlet. I think I got them for 89. They were selling for like 169. But on eBay, you wouldn't get nowhere near that price. So when I list my stuff for FBA, I keep the prices generally high and competitive with everybody else. But I also know that they're not going to sell for that amount on eBay because of the competition. It's way easier to sell on eBay compared to FBA. So I know that I can get the money that I want for it on FBA. And I have some stuff here that I was thinking about it. Should I just ship it into FBA? More than likely I'm going to. But you also have to look at ranks and how well it's selling. And like those cleats didn't really have a great rank. So I've only sold one out of the 6 pairs that I sent in. But over time, I think they will sell. It's just going to take a little bit longer. I think also too, compared to eBay, you can price a little bit lower. And I think you're definitely going to get a buyer quicker. What do you guys look for at TJ Maxx? Yeah, TJ Maxx is a little bit tougher, but for sure, men's clothing, all of that you have to go through. Women's clothing, a lot of the athletic wear, sports bras and tights, Nike, Under Armour, all that stuff sells good. TJ Maxx, what else have I sold from there? Toys, some for FBA. I've scanned. FBA, TJ Maxx. What else did I sell? Probably gonna laugh, but an FBA, I've also flipped like hair dryers and just like I don't know, random stuff compared to what my eBay finds look like when it comes to TJ Maxx. But I only have one TJ Maxx in my area, so I don't really have a lot to work with. Sam, when are you coming to Atlanta? I'm actually not going to Atlanta. I'm not going anywhere. I don't think anywhere near Atlanta. I'm not going anywhere near that area. My only next scheduled trips are Dallas and Seattle and Denver. Those are the next ones I'm going. Jeff bought a ton of Nike football limited jerseys from TJ Maxx. Were all of them Arizona Cardinals? Let me know, Jeff. And what player, what you found. Gabriel, oh yeah, the Adidas Nastasia, yeah, those at Ross the other day, my size, but had no money. I think those will probably be sitting for a little while too. I think you'll find them again, Gabe. I think I've saw those a couple of times at different Rosses. Jam, what about LA? Come to LA. I know I need to go to California sometime very, very soon. I'm working on that, but California would definitely be a next one to go to. Let me see, where am I going up? Man, where am I? Any other stores to hit up besides Ross Burlington and Marshalls? That's where people said TJ Maxx. But those are like the discounted stores I know that you're talking about. DD's Discounts you can throw in there. Tuesday Morning you can throw in there. But you're not going to find like cleats and clothing at Tuesday Morning. But you can find stuff for FBA and also cheaper discounted items for there. So those stores I would throw into the mix. And let me see. Oh, Texans, nice. Watson, Hopkins, those are pretty good finds. And then Peterson and Fitzgerald and Johnson. Yeah, those are really good. Alshon Jeffrey jerseys, TJ Maxx for $10. Bears, though. Yeah, he's on a new team, but you never know. Those could still sell, especially for $10. That's super cheap. It's almost like the Kaepernick to pick them up for $4.99. Some of them are just too cheap. And once football season starts going, people will buy jerseys, even if they're older players, just because they want something to wear to the game, something to wear to the hang out or tailgating. They're not even going to the game, but they just want to wear a jersey of somebody. That happens all the time. So there we go. So yeah, that was our breakdown. Amazon FBA, eBay, merch. My advice: do what you love. If Ken loves to sell on eBay, then he's going to go all out, damn it, and he's going to sell on eBay. Jeff doing good on eBay. But if you must try a new platform, you want backup, and you don't want to just rely on one platform, manage one first. Do very, 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 very well on it. Get used to it. You know what you're doing on eBay. Then you can jump into FBA, try that out, and see if that works for you. If it doesn't work for you, don't worry about it. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. And I think there's just a lot of people on YouTube that want to tell you how to do things and what you should be selling in. And, oh, man, you're missing out if you're not doing wholesale or private label or even merch or FBA. Don't let anybody else try to influence you to tell you what to do and what to sell. You got to do what's best in your business model, in your area, with the money you have, with the time you have, and with, most importantly, what you enjoy selling and what you enjoy doing. You may not even like FBA. And if you don't like it, cool. Do what you do like. Might be eBay. And if that's the case, then you sell on eBay. But I would also just look for like a backup plan just in case something happens, and have, offer up or let go or Craigslist on the back burner just in case something happens. Off topic, are you going to Guns N' Roses? I thought about it, but I'm not going to Guns N' Roses. I know. Marcos, how can I do merch from my Android? I know Apple has an app, but I haven't heard of app for Android. Merch Minds podcast on iTunes. You can go. We mentioned we interviewed Joe Clay. He does all of his designs from his phone, believe it or not, and he has different apps. I don't know if all of those apps you can use for Android, but I would listen to that podcast, that just specific show, and see if that works for you, to see if there's like the apps that you can use. Merch Minds podcast on iTunes or Stitcher. Let me put that on there. So iTunes or Stitcher if you want to look it up. And we talked to Joe Clay. That is our interview with the guy that does designs only on his phone. Now, what is your username? IMG Customs 41 on eBay. And let's see. Joe, tips on getting the girlfriend to help with pics and post. That's a good question for Ken, because his wife actually helps him take pictures and listing while he goes out and does all the cool, fun stuff and source. So maybe we should get him on. Maybe we should get him and his wife on the show to talk about how they handle that and what they do for their eBay listing, and what they like about sourcing and what they like about listing. So I think that'd be pretty cool. Jeff, thanks, man, for everything. Listen to this guy, everyone. That's funny. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. Good meeting you out there in Phoenix. Kenneth, I got a secretary. That's funny. Thanks, guys, again. So, Kenneth, the wife. Yes, the wife. Thanks, guys, and we are done. We went a little bit over our hour, but hopefully you liked this show, and hopefully you picked one that you did like. And once you do master it, move on to another one and see if you do like merch or FBA or eBay. So appreciate it. We'll see you. And this Friday, Ross Finds of the Week, brand new episode. Next week's though, because I was getting everything set up, that one's going to be a really, really good one. I think you're definitely going to like the Ross Find of the Week. So see you guys. Remember, go out and get it.